Following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, home for the great games. Welcome to another edition of Monday Night Football here in the World Football League, the WFL. Tonight we've got a Central Division showdown between undefeated teams. A fight for first place between the visiting St. Louis Stars and the hometown Chicago Fire, live from Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois. During our pregame show tonight, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take you around the league, talk to you a little bit about the action that took place yesterday, take you through the standings, all the way up to the kickoff of tonight's game. So quickly, let's go back into what happened in Week 3 in the WFL. First of all, we had in London early Sunday morning, we had an upset. The Toronto Hitmen defeated the London Knights 30-24. This is a game where rookie quarterback Justin Herbert continues to create his bona fides for Rookie of the Year, completing 21 of 38 passes for 174 yards and 1 touchdown. They led 24-0 at halftime. London tried to make a comeback but fell short in the second half. It's the first loss for the London Knights this season. Over in the nation's capital, the Washington Federals. They made it 2-1 with a defeat, a convincing defeat over the Birmingham Americans. Sam Darnold completed 33 of 44 passes for 315 yards and 3 touchdowns. Griffin added 2 sacks as well. Birmingham loses for the first time this season. In Tampa Bay, it was 101 degrees at kickoff in this renewed battle on I-4 between the Orlando Apollos and the Tampa Bay Bandits. Orlando wins that one 35-24. Josh Allen continues to show why he is the starting quarterback for the Apollos. 31 of 47, 339 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Orlando contains both the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense. They come into tonight as the Eastern Conference's only undefeated team. Tonight we will know who the Western Conference's only undefeated team is after the game between St. Louis and Chicago. Up in New York City, the Generals score their first victory of the season with a 30-10 defeat over the Philadelphia Blitz. Daniel Jones completed 21 of 29 passes for 207 yards in this game. And down in Mexico City, the Aztecs defeated the defending world champions, the Arizona Wranglers, 36-20. Henry gained 205 yards on 27 carries and scored 2 touchdowns in that one. In Memphis, the Los Angeles Express, under new quarterback Drew Lock, lost a close one to the Memphis Express. Deshaun Watson, 26 of 37, 287 yards and 4 touchdowns. Harris had a 58-yard interception return in the third quarter for the Express. Jackson got it started for the Extreme, Los Angeles Extreme, with a 35-yard interception return in the first. Memphis trailed 20-10 at halftime, but then would go on to outscore Los Angeles 27-10 in the second half. And problems still continue for the Denver Gold as they drop their 3rd straight of the season and a 31-12 loss to the Detroit Wheels. Aaron Rodgers completed 21 of 30 passes for 255 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions for Rodgers. And down in San Antonio, a close, high-scoring game. Houston coming out on top 44-41. Matty Ice completed 36 of 44 passes, 405 yards, 6 touchdowns. His counterpart for San Antonio, Jared Goff, completed 35 of 55 passes for 341 yards and 4 touchdowns. It was an aerial circus down at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. Over in Oakland, the Invaders edged the Outlaws 30-27. The Outlaws now drop to 0-3. Patrick Mahomes completed 28 of 47 passes for 369 yards and 2 touchdowns. Las Vegas led the game 27-24 with just 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Oakland would tie the game with 1:50 on Lutz's 38-yard field goal. The defense would then use all 3 of their timeouts, forcing Las Vegas to punt, and then Lutz would go on to kick a 44-yard game-winning field goal with just 11 seconds left. So that brings you up to date with the scores from Week 3. So let's see how it all shakes down in the standings. So as we see over here in the Metropolitan Division, we have a 3-way tie for first place between the Toronto Hitmen, the London Knights, and the Washington Federals. Down in the Southern Division, Orlando, perfect 3-0 start. They hold on to first place by themselves. Birmingham in second with the loss today at Washington. San Antonio starting the season 0-3. The defending Eastern Conference champions start 0-3. We move over to the Western Conference. Game still to be determined a little bit later here between Chicago and St. Louis to see who will continue to be undefeated. And then trailing is Denver, 0-3. And in the Pacific Division, Los Angeles in a 2-way tie with Oakland at 2-1 for the lead in the Pacific Division. Las Vegas at 0-3, bringing up the end. So we're going to bring you down to the field here now for the game between Chicago and St. Louis. Both teams undefeated coming into today's game. St. Louis aided by the pickup in the offseason of free agent quarterback Kirk Cousins. He has definitely improved the play for the Stars as they jump out to a 2-0 record. Head coach Chip Kelly for the Stars entered the season on the hot seat. He is in his 6th season as head coach. In his previous 5 seasons, he has only led the Stars to 1 playoff appearance. Across the way, Chicago Fire has the reigning Rookie of the Year quarterback, Kyler Murray. Came into the league last season, led Chicago into the playoffs where they lost in the wild card round. Head coach Nick Saban is in his 4th season. First season out of the box, 2018, took the Chicago Fire to a Pantheon Bowl win. Second season, they dropped to 4-10, but last year they rebuilt, going 9-5. Should be an interesting game. We'll dive more into the team statistics as we move forward into the game, but we're going to go ahead and head on down to the field. It's a warm September evening, 77 degrees, a little bit windy. Of course, we are in Chicago, but there is no precipitation to be expected. So we're ready for the coin toss. St. Louis has won the toss, and they will receive. So we'll get to see Kirk Cousins and Ezekiel Elliott in action as we begin. The ball is teed up, kicked off to McKinnon just inside his end zone. And he'll bring it out to about the 15-yard line, and that's where the Stars will begin work. So let's set up that lineup for you for the St. Louis Stars. At quarterback, Kirk Cousins. Behind him, the running backs, Ezekiel Elliott, fullback, Keith Smith. Wide receivers, Adam Thielen, Chase Claypool, the rookie, and C.J. Uzomah will be at the tight end. Your tackles are Isaiah Wilson and Anthony Castor. And we're getting a replay there of the kickoff, so if you wanted to see that. Your guards are Wyatt Teller and James Daniels, and over the ball at center is Joe Thuney. St. Louis has the number 7th overall ranked offense in the WFL heading into Week 3. Smith is going to line up near side. Cousins calling out the signals. Cousins, back to pass. He's going to fire a screen over to Elliott at the 20, at the 10. He's got some room to run. He picks up a first down at the 27-yard line, and we already have an injured player on the field. Looks like Jenkins from Chicago is going to have to leave plays, holding his hand as he walks to the sideline. And let's take a look at that Chicago defense, the number 4 ranked overall in the league. They'll use a typical 4-3 defense. The defensive ends are Sam Hubbard and Mario Addison. Your interior linemen are Akeem Hicks and Derek Nandi. Your outside linebackers, Khalil Mack. And the safety will be Marcus Williams. Inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan. The other defensive end / linebacker, John Simon. The cornerbacks, Terrence Mitchell and Michael Davis. Deep safeties, Micah Hyde. So it brings up a first down, fresh set of downs for St. Louis. I formation behind Cousins. Handoff goes to Elliott. He's going to go off tackle left. Big hole. He's across the 35. Trevathan finally brings him down at the 40. So just a little bit of history behind these two teams. St. Louis leads the overall series 19-18 over Chicago. The teams, they are Central Division opponents. They split both meetings last season in 2020. We'll see 3 wide receivers come in now for St. Louis. Cousins is going to shift to the pistol. Thielen, Claypool, and Reynolds are the wide receivers. Thielen, Cousins back to pass. He fires over the middle to Reynolds. It's complete. Brought down by Mitchell, but not before gaining 8 yards. We are just underway. 13 minutes, 46 seconds left in the game. No score. St. Louis won the toss, and they are now at midfield on the game's first possession. Stars go to a 2 tight end setup now. Elliott is the lone setback. Uzma and Olsen are the tight ends. Cousins back to pass again. Fires, completes to Uzma. He's brought down quickly by Williams. 9-yard gain and another first down. And St. Louis is testing this number 3 ranked pass defense in the league early this evening. They go back to the I formation again. Elliott gets the call, right tackle this time, but there were some red shirts there waiting for him, and he only gets 1 yard. Simon with the tackle. So St. Louis is wearing their white jerseys, gold pants, gold helmets, black lettering. Chicago Fire, red jerseys, white pants, and red helmets. So he's 2nd and 9. And St. Louis goes back to the 3 wide receiver set. Ball at the Chicago 42. No score. Cousins back to pass. Has time to throw, but it is picked off. It is picked off by Michael Davis. Davis looking to go all the way. He's finally brought down at the St. Louis 8-yard line. We have our first turnover of the evening. St. Louis with a promising drive, and Cousins throws the interception to Davis. Let's take a look at it again there. Looked like there was a deflection on the play. It enabled Davis to take off. A 61-yard interception return, and Chicago has the ball at the St. Louis 8-yard line. Let's take a look at that Chicago offense for you. Second-year man Kyler Murray. Again, he was a top draft pick for the Fire last year. He was Rookie of the Year. Running backs, David Montgomery is the tailback. Trey Burton will be the H-back or the fullback. Wide receivers, Jerry Jeudy will be at the near side. Keelan Cole will be the other wide receiver. The tight end is Anthony Ferkser. Your tackles are Taylor Moton, Bobby Hart. The guards, Jonah Jackson, Lakin Tomlinson, and center over the ball, Ben Jones. First and goal for the Chicago Fire at the St. Louis 8. What a turn of events for Chicago. Murray's going to shift to the pistol. Barking out the signals, he claps his hands. Murray, back to pass, has time to throw, looks for Burton. Burton takes it in. Touchdown Chicago. And it takes Chicago no time at all to get on the board, courtesy of the turnover. You can see the replay there. Burton lined up at tight end. He's guarded by the linebacker there, and no problem getting in. And the point after attempt by Gonzalez is good. So Chicago needing just one play to score pay dirt. They lead it 7-0, 11:29 to go here in the first quarter. So St. Louis, if you're just joining us, they won the toss. They had a promising drive. They had penetrated Chicago territory, and then a Cousins pass was deflected, picked off, and then Chicago got the ball at the St. Louis, inside the St. Louis 10-yard line, needed just one play. Kyler Murray, 8-yard pass to Trey Burton to set up for the score. So St. Louis gets the ball again, still early in the game. McKinnon takes the short kickoff and returns it to about the 35. There is a penalty flag. Our referee tonight is Sean Hockley. He indicates that holding on the receiving team is going to move them back 10 yards from the infraction. Ball's going to be placed at the St. Louis 24. That's where the Stars will begin. Elliott's the lone setback. Two tight ends set up for Kirk Cousins. They're down 7-0 here early. Cousins back to pass. Fires a screen to Elliott, but it is incomplete. The rush that time on Cousins, very noticeable there, brings up 2nd and 10. They'll go to an I formation this time. Elliott is behind Smith. Elliott gets the handoff, goes to his right, gains a couple of yards. Well, the linesman said he gets 1 yard. Addison with the tackle there, brings up 3rd and 9. Chicago comes into the game with the number 7 running defense. They allow on average about 91 yards rushing per game. The St. Louis rushing offense, number 6 in the league, averages about just over 117 yards per game. So clearly the edge might be toward Chicago. Empty backfield for Cousins. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Cousins, man in motion, back to pass, throws to Claypool. Claypool is only going to gain 4 yards, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for St. Louis. And for the first time, we'll see Sam Martin. He'll be punting away. Mickens is going to be the deep man for Chicago. Again, slight wind here tonight, 5 to 15 miles an hour. Mickens is going to signal fair catch. The ball's going to roll dead at about the 21-yard line. So let's count that as a 50-yard punt. Chicago will start at their 21-yard line. 9:52 to go, first quarter. The Fire leads 7-0. So the Chicago Fire gets the ball for the second time, starting at their own 21. Last week, they won at Memphis 33-23. Kyler Murray completed 22 of 41 passes, 153 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Again, both teams off to a very good start, 2-0. One team might be 3-0 by the end of the evening. 3 wide receivers set for Murray. He's going to line up in the pistol. Montgomery's the lone setback. Play action pass. Murray's going to chuck it long, and this one is picked off. Oh, but we're going to have a challenge here. Tyler Mathieu with the interception, but the ball may have touched the ground. So Nick Saban is going to throw out the red challenge flag. Let's see what happens. And Sean Hockley reports back the ball did indeed touch the ground. So no interception. It's an incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Chicago Fire. So far, 2 games into the season, Murray has not thrown a single interception. And the offensive line has not allowed a sack on Murray so far this season. Kareem Hunt is in the I formation. Hunt will get the ball on 2nd down. He's got enough for the 1st down and a little bit more. Smith finally brings him down to 42. It's a gain of 21 yards, 1st down, Chicago. Chicago's offense averages about 125 yards a game. That makes them 4th best in the league so far. They go back to that 3 wide receiver set again. Montgomery, the lone setback, in the backfield with Murray. Murray, back to pass, fires down to the near side. He was looking for Brown, but there was good coverage there by Bradbury. Let's go ahead and set up that St. Louis defense. We didn't get a chance to do it on the earlier drive. Again, they're primarily a nickel-based team. The front 4, the defensive ends are Denico Autry and Charles Harris. Interior linemen are Quentin Jefferson and DeMarcus Walker. The 2 linebackers that they use in the nickel are Roquan Smith and Whitney Merciless. Your defensive backs, Jameel Dean at corner and James Bradbury at the other corner. Your deep safeties, Justin Simmons, Jesse Bates III, and Tyrann Mathieu, who we mentioned earlier, almost had an interception, but it was ruled incomplete. So we're at 2nd and 10 now. Ball's at Chicago 42, 8:50 to go, 1st quarter. Chicago leads 7-0. Murray calling out the signals. Murray back to pass, has time, fires over the middle to Judy. He's between 2 defenders and able to bring the ball down. Gets the 1st down, gain of 12 yards, and Chicago is now inside St. Louis territory. St. Louis defense, number 9, total defense overall. They're very susceptible to the run. They're ranked 18th in the league against the run. So to kind of put that in perspective, there are 20 teams in the WFL, and St. Louis is ranked 18th. So that's not a good place to be. 1st and 10, ball at St. Louis 46. Murray again in the pistol. Murray, play action, back to pass. He's going to try to fire it down deep again. And Mathieu with the interception, but again, this one may be incomplete. And again, there's a challenge by Chicago. The challenge is successful. The officials do rule. So two Tyrann Mathieu interception attempts, both are called back or declined because the ball touched the ground. Man, bad luck for Tyrann today. But if you're Nick Saban, you're 2 for 2 on your replay challenges, and you get a 3rd one now. Put it in your pocket, use it for later. 2nd and 10. Kareem Hunt comes into the game. He's lined up at tailback behind Burton in the I formation. Hunt will get the ball straight up the middle, past the 45. Autry pulls him down at the 43. It's a gain of 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for Chicago. They'll go to an empty backfield. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end set. Man in motion. Murray back to pass. Fires to Cole, far side. He's got room to run. He reaches for the 1st down marker, pushed out by Dean. They rule he did get the 1st down. Gain of 8 yards. Ball will be placed at the St. Louis 35. Just under 7 minutes to go here. Opening quarter between the St. Louis Stars and the Chicago Fire here on Monday Night Football. So Chicago mixing the run and the pass very well here early in the game. Hunt back in at tailback. He's going to get the call. Off tackle right, pushing close to the 30-yard line. Brought down at about the 30. There is an injury on the play. Taki is going to be leaving the game. Not sure what type of injury he's got there. So it's 2nd and 5, ball at the St. Louis 30. Chicago getting ready to commence their 9th play of the drive. They've covered 49 yards in just over 3.5 minutes so far in this drive. David Montgomery enters the game at running back. Montgomery will get the call, off tackle right. He pushes to get that first down, and he does. First down carry for David Montgomery, 6-yard game. Taki coming back into the game, so whatever it was that was wrong has been taken care of. 1st and 10 for Chicago, ball at the St. Louis 24. Montgomery remains in at running back. He gets the call, and he is met in the backfield by Aluakon, who meets him at the 25. It's a loss of 1, brings up 2nd and 11. We have 5.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So Chicago knocking on the door here, try to make this a 2-score game late in the first quarter. Murray in the pistol. Montgomery the lone setback. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Murray back to pass, has time, throws near side. This one's picked off, and I believe Tyrann Mathieu has his first interception of the year. 3rd time a charm for Tyrann Mathieu. Finally brought down after a 25-yard return, and this ball did not hit the ground this time. So as we see, he's looking down the barrel here, and Tyrann Mathieu just read Kyler Murray's mail. So a promising drive by Chicago. We saw the same thing earlier with St. Louis. They had a promising drive. Ended by a turnover. Chicago has the same thing happen to them. So to reset here, St. Louis gets the ball at their own 43-yard line. 4:54 to go, first quarter. The Stars only trail by 7 points. Ezekiel Elliott gets the call. He's going to go right side, trying to penetrate that line. Lucky if he gets about 1 yard. Simon pulls him down at the 44. Last week, St. Louis won at Denver 27-24. Kirk Cousins in that game, 31 of 47, 297 yards, 2 touchdowns. Both teams enter at 2-0, tied at top of the Central Division in the WFL. 3 wide receivers set for Cousins as he lines up in the pistol. Cousins back to pass. There's a flag on the play. Pass is incomplete, but we get the signal from Sean Hockley that there's holding on the offense. It's going to back them up 10 yards. Ball will be placed at the St. Louis 34. So St. Louis has already been penalized twice already in this game for a total of 20 yards. They go empty backfield now. Cousins, 4 of 6, 33 yards so far. Kyler Murray, 3 of 7 for 28 yards. Both quarterbacks have been picked off once already today. 4 wide receivers for Cousins. Cousins back to pass, fires. The pass is broken up by Vaccaro. He was intended to check down to the tight end Uzma, but it's broken up. So it brings up 3rd and a long 19 for St. Louis here very late in the first quarter. 4:04 to go in the first quarter. They'll stay with the 4 wide receiver set. Man in motion. Cousins, back to pass, fires over the middle to Claypool at the 45, but Denard is there immediately with a tackle, so only a gain of 11 yards, way, way short of the first down, and it will bring out the punting unit once again. Sam Martin, he's going to try to coffin corner kick this thing and put Chicago deep into its own territory here. Standing at about his own 31. Martin back to punt. Mickens is going to take this one from the 10 and gets a decent return out of it. So they're going to bring up the ball at the 20-yard line. We have 3:14 to go first quarter. Chicago leads it 7-0 here on Monday Night Football, the end of week 3 of the 2021 season. So Montgomery's the lone setback. They use a 2 tight end setup here as Chicago will begin its next drive. Murray back to pass, fires a quick screen out to Montgomery. Montgomery's got some room. He'll pick up the first down. Finally brought down by Smith at the Chicago 31. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Montgomery very dangerous there after the catch. He's replaced by Kareem Hunt in the backfield on 1st and 10. Hunt takes the pitch out. He's going to go right side, past the 30, past the 35. Finally tripped up by Willis at the 38. Gain of 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 3. Murray trying to get players in and out very quickly. They'll go to the 3 wide receiver set now. Montgomery the lone setback. Murray back pass. Has some pressure. There was a blitzing linebacker coming there. And Autry is going to get flagged. That flash of white that came past the line there. Late hit on St. Louis. That's a 15-yard added on. And that's going to be 1st and 10 for Chicago at the St. Louis 47. And we take a look at that play again. Number 57, I mean, just flew by. Nobody picked him up. And, of course, Murray gets nailed on the throw. Officials are going to call that. So, protecting the quarterback's #1 importance in the league. So it brings up 1st and 10. Chicago's had the ball a lot here, but they've only got the 1 touchdown so far. See if it changes here on their 3rd drive of the game. They'll stay in that 3 wide receiver set. Montgomery the lone setback. Murray, play action. Back to pass. Fires. Looking for Judy, but Judy was double covered there. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. .128 to go first quarter. Murray this time. He's going to keep it. He's going to run to his left. He's at the 40, and he is near the first down marker. He does get the first down. He reached the ball toward that pylon there, that marker. He does get the first down. Ball will be spotted at the St. Louis 36. So that was the first run from Murray tonight. He is not afraid to tuck the ball in and run. Back to the 12 formation. 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Murray back to pass. Another quick screen out to Montgomery on the left side there. He's got some room to run. Gain of 9 yards. And that is probably going to be the last play of the first quarter. We are through the first 15 minutes. Chicago leads 7-0. We'll start the second quarter in just a moment. Our next Monday Night Football broadcast from the World Football League will be from Las Vegas next week. The Las Vegas Outlaws, they're all out to a tough start, but they've been on the road for the first 3 games. Week 4, they open their brand new home, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. They'll play host to the 2-1 Los Angeles Extremes. So That will be our week 4 icing on the cake. The brand new stadium, Allegiant Stadium, out there in the desert in Las Vegas. A Pacific Division showdown between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. All right, so we're through one quarter. Chicago leads at 1-7, 7-0, I should say. Let's take a look at the first quarter statistics. Chicago clearly dominating, on the board statistically. They only lead at 7-0. Both teams have turned the ball over once already. Chicago does have a slight edge in time of possession and in yards gained. They have the ball again. They are moving down the field, trying to add to their score. So I formation behind Murray. Montgomery is the tailback. 2nd and 1. Ball at the St. Louis 27. Montgomery's going to get the handoff. He's going to try to sweep left, but Smith is going to drag him all the way back. Loss of 3 yards brings up 3rd and 4 for Chicago. St. Louis is on to that play. 3rd and 4, empty backfield behind Murray. Tate, Cole, Brown, and Judy are the wide receivers. Burton is the tight end. Man in motion. Murray back to pass. Fires for Tate. And the ball is incomplete. Murray and Tate are not on the same page there. Brings up 4th and 4. And Chicago will bring out the field goal kicking unit. Zane Gonzalez will kick. The snap, the hold, the kick, and I believe that's no good. It was a 47-yard attempt by Gonzalez. It drifted just to the right of the goalpost. Again, a bit windy here in Chicago tonight. Wind anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour. And St. Louis gets the ball at their own 37. So they dodge another bullet again. They're still in the game, only trail by 7 points. St. Louis goes with their 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Cousins under center, calling out the signals. Ezekiel Elliott, the lone setback. Fires to Uzma in the right side. He gains 9 yards, close to a first down, but not enough toward the marker. St. Louis, fortunate not to be down by a lot. Elliott tries to leap over the right side. He gains the yard. St. Louis has the first down. So St. Louis trying to pick up the pace here a little bit and try to get something on the scoreboard as well. Elliott again, the lone setback. Play action. Cousins is going to look deep. Fires. Oh, and that pass intended for Reynolds was knocked into the air by Mitchell. That was almost picked off. So, good execution of the play action there. He was looking long for Reynolds, but no go there. Same setup as before. 3 wide receivers, 1 running back. Cousins under center, back to pass. He's going to fire a little flare out to Elliott, but he was interfered with by Evans, and there was a flag on the play, and that is the call. Pass interference on the defense on Evans. So 5-yard penalty makes it an automatic first down because of the pass interference from the spot of the foul. So St. Louis, now the ball just inside Chicago territory at the 48-yard line. 12:28 to go first quarter. They only trail by 7 points. Trying to get something going here. Cousins moves back into the pistol. Cousins back to pass. Has time. Fires to Claypool over the middle near the 35. Brought down by Denard. A gain of 12 yards. 1st and 10 St. Louis. I formation now behind Cousins. Elliott gets the ball. He goes straight up the middle, and he's met by this huge red wall. Akeem Hicks with a stop at the 36-yard line. No gain. So far in the evening, Ezekiel Elliott, 6 carries, 17 yards. He has been the running attack for St. Louis. 3 wide receivers set for St. Louis. Uzma is going to line up in the slot. Cousins in the pistol. Back to pass. Looking, fires to Uzma near the 30-yard line. And he's brought down by Williams, but oh boy. Khalil Mack, all-star linebacker, formerly from Washington, now of Chicago, is having to leave the game. They were looking at his knee. The trainers were checking out his knee, and he is walking gingerly to the sideline. So that would be a huge loss for the Chicago Fire. So the ball's at the Chicago 31. St. Louis is facing a 3rd and 5. Crowd is chanting defense for Chicago. St. Louis is going to empty the backfield out. Cousins. Back to pass. Fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Thielen there, and no catch. Thielen, no catches on the evening for the all-star wide receiver. Brings up 4th and 5, and St. Louis is going to try a field goal here. Austin Siebert will test it. He's going to be kicking into the wind here from about 51, 52 yards out. Snap to kick the hold, and it's a 48-yarder by Siebert, but it is no good. That one also drifted to the right. So field goal kicking is going to be a bit tricky this evening here in Chicago, the Windy City, aptly named this evening. So Chicago will get the ball back at their own 38-yard line. 10:52 to go before halftime. They lead at 7-0. Kareem Hunt, the tailback, behind the H-back Burton. Murray under center. Hands off to Hunt. Past the 35. Willis will get the stop at the 38. We just got word from our sideline reporter, Khalil Mack, will be coming back in when Chicago reports back on defense. So Khalil Mack checked out. He's going to be okay, and that's good to hear. All right, brings up 2nd and 10. Ball at the Chicago 38. Murray's going to line up this time in the pistol. Judy, Cole, and Brown are the wide receivers. Murray back to pass. Fires to Cole, far side near the 40. And he is stopped there. Brings up 3rd and 8 for Chicago. Just over 10 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. They'll empty the backfield out. Murray directing traffic here as they get ready to call the 3rd down play. Man in motion. Murray back to pass. Fires over to Cole at near the 45. And it's a gain of 5 yards. Short of the first down, Chicago will have to punt. And out will come Brian Anger. The deep man for St. Louis is Mecole Hardman. Anger's going to try to use the wind at his back to try to put this one inside the 20. Ball kicked deep. Hardman from his 7, not a very good return. The ball is going to be placed at the St. Louis 9-yard line. 8:45 to go until halftime. Chicago leads 7-0 over St. Louis. So St. Louis is backed up near their own end. Elliott's going to get the handoff here. He's going to go inside between the tackles and spins past the 15. Trevathan gets him at the 19. It's a first down. So St. Louis gets some breathing room after that punt return. St. Louis has gained a total of 97 yards on offense versus Chicago's 104. So both teams about around the same amount of yards of offense tonight. Elliott will get the call again, up the middle, past the 20. Trevathan takes him down at the 21, brings up 2nd and 8. We're near the halfway point of the second quarter. And after everything that's happened so far, St. Louis still only trails by 7 points. 3 wide receivers for Cousins. He's back in the pistol. Fires over to Reynolds at the 35. He's got room to run. He's past midfield. He's past the 40. Finally tackled by Mitchell at the Chicago 32. Reynolds had an impressive game last week against Denver. 7 catches, 66 yards. Uzma, tight end for St. Louis, is having to go to the sideline. He's got his hand on his hip, so he is going to need some assistance there on the St. Louis sideline. Big play for St. Louis. Let's take a look at that again on the replay. He hits Reynolds in stride, and Mitchell makes what's probably the touchdown-saving tackle at the Chicago 32. Elliott back in the game at running back. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to go off tackle left. He's going to get to the 30. They'll mark the ball at the 29, so a gain of 3 yards. Just over 7 minutes left to play in the second quarter. St. Louis will switch to the 3 wide receiver format. Looking for a score here. Trying to tie the game. Cousins in the pistol, back to pass, fires near side to Claypool. It's complete near the sideline. He's finally angled out by Denard, gains the first down. Ball will be at the Chicago 20. St. Louis penetrates the red zone for the first time this evening. Elliott in the I formation. He'll get the handoff. Off tackle left. He's past the 20. Tackled by Trevathan at the 16. Brings up 2nd and 6. 7th play of the drive coming up. They've gained 75 yards in just over 3 minutes. Pitch out to Elliott. He's going to go to the right side this time. He's met at the 20 by Simon. They'll mark the ball at the 19. It's a 3-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd and 9 for St. Louis. Kind of wonder why they didn't pass there. They'll empty out the backfield this time. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Man in motion. Cousins back to pass. Fires over the middle. It's incomplete, but there was pass interference called on Denard. So it's going to be an automatic first down for St. Louis. Ball will be placed at the Chicago 7-yard line. 4:10 left in the second quarter. Elliott reports back into the game. He'll be the lone setback. Cousins calling the signals. Back to pass. Fires. Complete to Thielen. Thielen with the touchdown. Thielen's first catch of the evening is a 7-yard touchdown pass, and they are a kick away from tying the game. Take a look at that play again. Cousins plenty of time, fires quickly. Thielen has his man beat, and St. Louis now preparing to tie the game. Siebert's extra point is good. St. Louis 7, Chicago 7. And just a reminder for all you baseball fans out there, the 1967 Major League Baseball replay, our next game of the week, Saturday game of the week. We're going to take the time machine back to July 22nd, 1967. The Atlanta Braves will be paying a visit to the St. Louis Cardinals. In our replay, the St. Louis Cardinals are competing near the top of the National League. The Atlanta Braves not having that great of a season, but that's going to be our game of the week from July 22nd, 1967. We'll keep you informed as far as date and time for when we'll have that. All right, so back to action here on the field. St. Louis ties the game, a 9-play, 91-yard drive. Cousins completes a 7-yard touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. And we have a tie ball game. Very close game. What we had hoped for between two undefeated teams for the Central Division lead coming into Week 3. Awaiting the kickoff from Siebert. It'll be taken deep. A good return, but there is a flag on the play, and typically that means an illegal block, which it is, be called on Chicago. Both teams have been penalized now 3 times. St. Louis for 35 yards, Chicago for 27. So 3:56 to go. Kyler Murray bringing his players out of the huddle. 3 wide receivers set. He's going to line up in the pistol. Murray back to pass. He's under pressure. He's going to take off and run. He slides down to the 36, gets the first down. So Murray tonight, 7 of 13, 55 yards passing, 2 carries, 23 yards rushing so far. Murray brings him to the line. In the pistol, claps his hand, gets the ball, back to pass, fires over the middle, and the crossing pass to Judy is incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Lone setback is David Montgomery. Murray with time, pocket collapsing, but the ball's incomplete. He had to check down to the tight end Burton, but it's incomplete. 2:55 to go. Second quarter brings up 3rd and 10. St. Louis eagerly looking to get the ball back here and possibly take the lead before halftime. Chicago will empty out the backfield here. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Man in motion. Murray back to pass. Fires. Tate had the ball, but then Simmons drilled him and the ball popped out. Incomplete is the ruling. Brings up 4th and 10. Chicago will punt. Simmons popped him like a paper bag on that play. Anger back deep to punt. Hardman looking to return. Good possibility of some good field position here. Anger with the kick. Oh, it's a deep one. Inside the 10. Hardman's going to try to bring it out. Oh, and he's stopped at the St. Louis 9. So Anger got a great kick there. So it's 2:42 to go here in the first half. St. Louis won the toss. They had the ball first. So eyeing the possibility that they need to score here because Chicago will get the ball to start the second half, to start the third quarter. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, plus we still have the 2-minute warning coming up as well. So Cousins brings them out of the huddle. 3 wide receivers set. Can St. Louis keep the momentum going here after that last touchdown drive? So Cousins back to pass, fires to Thielen. Kind of going back to Thielen after that touchdown play, but it went right through his hands. And went through the hands of Davis, too. Davis almost had an interception. No catch. 2nd and 10. Cousins from the pistol, back to pass. Looking for Thielen again there at the 20. He's got the first down. Davis brings him down. St. Louis is going to go into their hurry-up, try to get another play in before the 2-minute warning. Cousins hustles up to the line, calls out the signals, back to pass, fires, incomplete. Davis again nearly has an interception. Clock stops with 2:14 left to go, first half. 2nd and 10. They'll go to the 4 wide receiver, 1 tight end set. Cousins back to pass. Fires, looking for the tight end, but the ball's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 10. Chicago with a possibility here. If they get the incomplete, they might be able to have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning when they get the ball back. Could be a possibility here. So Cousins looking to get a first down play here and to keep the drive going. Man in motion is Thielen. Cousins back to pass. Fires to Thielen at the 30. He's got the first down. Jenkins brings him down, and we are at the 2-minute warning. Ball's at the St. Louis 30. The game is tied 7-7. St. Louis has a first down, and all 3 of their timeouts. Trying to get a score here before halftime, because Chicago will get the ball to start the second half. Thielen had started the game most of the first quarter, no receptions, and already here in the second quarter he's had 3 receptions for 28 yards. Incomplete there to Thielen, brings up 2nd and 10. Minute 53 to go, second quarter. Cousins looking to move the team down the field. Back to pass, fires, completes to Reynolds. Reynolds gets shoved out of bounds by Mitchell. Not enough for the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Ball at the St. Louis 39, a minute 43 to go in the second quarter. Working their way down the field, getting near midfield now. Cousins back to pass. Looking, fires near side to Hardman. Hardman's got it at the 45. He's stopped by Davis. First down, gain of 7 yards, ball at the St. Louis 46. They're back to that hurry-up offense again. Cousins screaming out the plays. Huddles to the line. Cousins back to pass. He's hit. There's a fumble. I believe St. Louis is going to hold on to the ball. St. Louis will maintain possession. They're going to have to use a timeout here. So to reset, Cousins was hit, fumbled the ball. St. Louis regains the ball. Ball will be placed at the St. Louis 40. There's a minute 21 left to go in the first half. Game is tied 7-7. Cousins was lucky they didn't lose possession of the ball on that. Cousins, 15 of 24, 170 yards. Back to pass, fires near side near the 50-yard line. Trying to connect with Hardman, but it's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 16. Chicago defense. Number 4 against the pass so far this year. They have only allowed 1 passing touchdown coming into this game. The one against Thielen was their 2nd that they've allowed so far this season. Cousins all by himself in the backfield. Back to pass, complete to Thielen at midfield. It's a 10-yard gain, but it brings up 4th and 6. Decision time here for St. Louis. What will they do? And it looks like Chip Kelly's going to run some clock down here before he makes a decision. And that is what he does. He's going to send out the punting unit. Just ran the clock down to 33 seconds. And he's going to send out the punting unit. So I guess content, it's 7-7. Ball near midfield. Turnover here would give Chicago, Kyler Murray, great field position. They don't want to do that. To allow them to score before halftime and then possibly score again coming out of halftime. So Sam Martin here to punt. Try to angle this one away. Back to punt. Mickens has it at the 15. Finally tripped up at the Chicago 17. 29 seconds left, and I have a feeling this will be kneel down territory for Kyler Murray. They'll take it in 7-7 at halftime. Oh, St. Louis uses a timeout here. Chip Kelly, you can't take those you can't carry the timeouts over into the second half. So he's going to use his last timeout. And so Murray and company will assume the kneel down position once again. And this will officially be the last play, barring a penalty, of the first half. So that is it for the first 30 minutes. The St. Louis Stars have 7 points. The Chicago Fire, 7. Chicago will get the ball to start the second half. And we'll come back for more Monday Night Football here in just a moment. We're back at Soldier Field getting ready for the second half kickoff. Let's take a look at the halftime statistics there. Score 7-7. Chicago scored first, taking advantage of St. Louis turnover. Murray just needed one play, 8-yard touchdown pass to tight end Burton, made it 7-0, and then there was a long gap in between before St. Louis tied the game on Kirk Cousins' 7-yard touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Game tied 7-7. There's the halftime statistics, as you can see there. St. Louis, slight edge there in net offense, 207 yards total offense to 115 by Chicago. Both teams, 3 penalties each. Both teams have turned the ball over once. Time of possession, very close. St. Louis, slight edge, almost 17 minutes of possession. Chicago with 13. So, wonder what to expect as we begin the third quarter. St. Louis will be kicking off to Chicago. 77-degree night here in Chicago. Slightly windy, but some entertaining football. Like defense, it has been definitely a defensive game. Mickens with the return brings it out to the 38-yard line. Good starting possession there for Chicago. Murray, 7 of 16 for 55 yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. Running game-wise, not so good. Kareem Hunt, 5 carries, 36 yards. And Cole leads all wide receivers from Chicago, 3 receptions for 15 yards. So it's 1st and 10 from their own 38. Montgomery in the I formation behind the half, H-back Burton. Montgomery's going to get the pitch right. He's going to go toward that sideline, trying to get to the 35. Gets out to the 38-yard line before he's angled out by Olukun at the 38-yard line. They're going to say no gain. So it brings up 2nd and 10. Chicago struggling with their running game tonight. Brings up 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers set now for Kyler Murray. Murray back to pass. Fires. Batted up. He was looking for Cole, but Dean batted it up. Murray struggling with throwing the ball today. Quarterback rating of only 45. Brings up 3rd and 10, and we look at the third down conversions. Chicago's only completed 1 out of 4 on 3rd down. St. Louis just slightly better, 3 out of 7. Murray alone in the backfield, man in motion. He's back to pass, fires to Cole. It's complete this time. He's got it out to about the 44-yard line, but he's well short of the first down, and we're going to see the punting unit out again. So Chicago gets that first possession of the second half. They can only gain 7 yards. They go 3 and out. Brian Anger will be back to punt. It's a deep one. He's going to angle it toward the far sideline. It's inside the 20. Hardman's going to let that one go, It rolls out of bounds at the St. Louis 13-yard line. So St. Louis brings their offense out. Kirk Cousins, 16 to 26, 180 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in the first half. Ezekiel Elliott, 11 carries for 33 yards on the ground. And Adam Thielen, who had no receptions in the first quarter, catches 4 for 38 and a touchdown in the second quarter. So Cousins brings them to the line. They line up in the I formation. Elliott gets the handoff, off tackle left, works his way toward the 19 before he's brought down by Trevathan. It's a gain of 6 yards. And we see McKinnon come into the game for the first time to give Elliott a breather. And McKinnon will get the handoff, goes right up the middle, close to that first down marker. And there's a penalty flag on the play. So it's a 3-yard gain. They're going to mark it a yard shy. There's other things going on. They pick up the penalty flag. There was no penalty, Sean Hockley's crew says. Uzma, the tight end, holding that hip again. Remember, he hurt his hip in the first half. He's heading back to the sideline, and I think he's taking the helmet off, so I don't think we're going to see him back in the game tonight. So 3rd and 1. Again, St. Louis 3 of 7 on 3rd down so far tonight, but with the short yardage, they're bringing in the big boys here. So it looks like it's going to be Ezekiel Elliott to try to pop one open here. Man in motion is Thielen. Elliott gets it. He's going to try to penetrate that right side. The official, the line judge says there, he says he's short, but I see Chip Kelly reaching for that red challenge flag. He's going to use it. He'll challenge it, but Sean Hockley takes a look at it, and he says that, yes, Ezekiel Elliott did not reach the first down, so it brings up 4th down. And so Chicago starts the second half with a 3-and-out. St. Louis starts the second half with a 3-and-out. So we will see a lot of the punters already this evening. Sam Martin is back to punt. Deep kick to Mickens. Mickens is going to make the fair catch at the Chicago 32. 12:15 to go. Ball game's tied 7-7 here in the 3rd quarter. Glad you're joining us here on Monday Night Football as we conclude Week 3. Montgomery and Burton are the running backs behind Murray. Murray calling out the signals. Murray hands off to Montgomery. Montgomery goes left side. He's got some room to run past the 40. Picks up the first down. Smith with the tackle at the 43. Chicago's having success running to that left side tonight. Wonder if Nick Saban and the offensive coordinator are going to continue that. Chicago goes to 12 personnel. Montgomery is the lone setback. Burton and Ferkser are the tight ends. Murray back to pass. Throws a screen out to Montgomery. Montgomery can't hang on. He dropped the ball. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. That also does not help the quarterback rating when your running back drops the ball like that. So brings up 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers set for Murray. Montgomery is the lone setback. Murray back to pass, has time, fires over the middle for Jerry Jeudy, but it's a high throw, it's incomplete. Murray seems to be a little bit off tonight. He's 8 of 20 for just 62 yards in the passing department. Brings up 3rd and 10. 11:06 to go, 3rd quarter. Game still tied 7-7 here in the 3rd quarter. They'll empty out the backfield. 4 wide receivers for Chicago. Murray in the pistol, man in motion, back to pass, fires over the middle. He was looking for Cole, but it's incomplete. Short slant to Cole Sr., and it was incomplete. 4th and 10, and we see the punting unit come out once again for Chicago. So 2 consecutive punts for Chicago. Anger gets a chance to unleash that powerful leg of his here. It's a deep punt. Hardman's going to take it at the 12, and he's not gaining much on these punts here. Wonder if it's advisable for him to be returning these punts, because the coverage Chicago's getting on these punts is incredible. St. Louis has been having pretty rough field position so far this evening, but they're hanging in there. It's only 7-7, 10:54 to go, third quarter. St. Louis comes out with a 3 wide receiver set. Elliott is the lone running back behind Cousins. Thielen, Claypool, and Reynolds are the wide receivers. Play action to Elliott. Cousins back to pass. Completes to Thielen at the 25. Finally brought down by Jenkins. It's good enough for a first down. Gain of 13 yards. Thielen executed the crossing pattern there. Excellent. Cousins, 17 to 27, 193 yards so far. Having a slightly better evening than his counterpart over on the other sideline. This time, Cousins is going to go to the pistol. Keeps the 3 wide receivers set in there. Back to pass. Has time. Fires. And Reynolds had it and dropped it. And we have an injury for Chicago. Denard is holding his back there. And he is in a lot of pain. So he's going to get some help over to the sidelines and be attended to there. Coming into the day, injury report was very, very light for both teams. For St. Louis defensive lineman Christian Wilkins injured his shoulder. He was doubtful heading into today's game. Chicago's injury report was just slightly a bit longer. Wide receiver Michael Thomas going to be out for another 6 weeks due to an injured hand. Defensive end Derek Barnett still dealing with a knee injury, probably another month. And defensive end Yannick Ngakoue still dealing with turf toe. They were going to try him in the pregame warm-ups, but a no-go. So he is watching the game from the sidelines tonight. But they are adding to the injury report as we move along tonight. 2nd and 10 from the St. Louis 27. 10:06 left in the third quarter. We're tied at 7 here in Chicago. Elliott the lone setback. Cousins in the pistol. Handoff to Elliott. He's going to sweep left. Finally brought down by Evans at the 32. Gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and 5. Looked like Cousins was going to run a little run-pass option there. And went with Elliott on the run. So 3rd and 5. Just under 10 minutes to go. They empty out the backfield. Thielen's in motion to the near side. Flag on the play. Cousins throws. Incomplete. But the call is against St. Louis. Holding. Chicago will decline the penalty. It'll bring up 4th and 5. Cousins tried to throw to Olsen, but Olsen couldn't hang on to the ball. So 4th down. And Sam Martin will be punting it away. Standing back at his own 18. Martin kicks this one away. And the ball will roll dead at the Chicago 24. So bring up 1st and 10 for Chicago at their 24. 9:16 left to go, third quarter. St. Louis 7, Chicago 7. In an interesting, evenly matched defensive battle here from Soldier Field. 3 wide receivers set for Chicago. They're in the red jerseys, white pants, and red helmets tonight. Murray, play action to Montgomery. He's going to look deep, but he fires underneath. Checks down to his tight end, Burton. Wait a second. Whistle had blown the play dead. Sean Hockley and his officials were not ready. So the whistle blows the play dead. So it wasn't accounted anyway. So the incomplete will not count against Murray on this occasion. So we're going to replay first down, Sean Hockley says. I think they were trying to do play action and try to go long there, but looks like the element of surprise is gone there. So 3 wide receiver set, Murray back to pass, has time, throws underneath to Judy. Judy has it at about the 29-yard line, brought down by Mathieu, gain of 6 yards. Murray's only completed 9 passes so far tonight, having a rough night in the passing department. Montgomery, lone setback. He gets the handoff. He's going to sweep left, trying to get past the 30, but Merciless says, no, sir. Stops him for no gain. Brings up 3rd and 4. Chicago fans here are getting restless. They want the offense to generate some first downs here, as they are coming out here in the second half, not moving the ball very well. Chicago goes empty backfield. Murray calling out the signals. There's a flag on the play, and somebody on the offensive line moved before they were supposed to. They're going to back up Chicago 5 yards. So the ball will be at the 25. It'll be 3rd and 9. It's the 4th penalty on the evening for Chicago. So Murray lines him up again. Back to pass. He's under pressure, and he is brought down. Murray is sacked, and there was a penalty flag on the play, but I believe that was holding. It's going to be declined. Autry gets the sack, brings up 4th and 13, and yes, those are boos you are hearing as Murray in the offense trots back to the sideline. Chicago Fire being booed here at Soldier Field. As they have a rough start here to the 3rd quarter in a tie ball game. Anger will punt it away. St. Louis with an opportunity, some good field position here, but Anger has been booting some rockets here. This one's a 48-yard punt. Goes out of bounds at the St. Louis 31. 7:40 left to go, 3rd quarter. We are still tied 7-7. Let's see what the St. Louis offense can do here. They're being given multiple opportunities here. Let's see what they can come up with. Lone setback is Elliott. Play action. Cousins looking deep. He fires over the middle to Thielen, but Thielen had Jenkins all over him, and there's immediate flags in the vicinity. They're going to call pass interference on Jenkins. So moves the ball inside Chicago territory to the 47. 7.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cousins hands off the ball to Elliott. He goes off tackle left. He's past the 45, stopped at the 42 by Trevathan. It's a 5-yard gain. Elliott now has 15 carries for 50 yards on the evening. St. Louis looking to take advantage here and possibly score the upset. Chicago came in as a favorite in tonight's game. 3 wide receivers set. Cousins in the pistol. Back to pass. Fires complete to Claypool near side. He's past the 35. Brought down at the 32 by Mitchell. It's a first down, gain of 10 yards. 6:45 left. 3rd quarter. St. Louis moving the ball down the field. Hand off to Elliott. He's going to go off tackle right, and he is stopped by Hicks. There's no gain. Brings up 2nd and 10. This time St. Louis will go 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Bell is now replaced Uzoma at the tight end. Uzoma's out with a hip injury. Not going to be coming back in today's game. Cousins, back to pass, has time, fires underneath to Elliott, and Elliott is stopped at the line of scrimmage, brought down by Trevathan. 3rd and 10 for St. Louis. They go to a 4 wide receiver set. And there's a penalty flag before the snap of the ball, but St. Louis is pointing fingers across the line. It is encroachment on the defense. Addison, they're going to move the ball 5 yards. Still 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 5. Ball at Chicago 27. Chicago now with 6 penalties for 59 yards. Coach Saban will definitely have a lot to say about that after the game. Cousins in the shotgun, back to pass, fires near side to Claypool, but it is incomplete. 4th down and 5, and out will come Austin Siebert to attempt a field goal. He missed one earlier in the game to try to put them in the lead for the first time tonight. The snap, the hold, the kick, and it's blocked. Blocked by Chicago. So the kicking game has had its woes tonight. Unsuccessful, combined in 3 field goal attempts. We're still tied at 7. 4:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Chicago will take over at its own 34. My goodness. Murray brings them up to the line. 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Fires over the middle for Burton, but it's incomplete. Defense seems to be calling the shots today, especially on the St. Louis side. St. Louis has held Chicago's offense to just 135 yards so far in this game. Murray only 9 of 23 for 68 yards. He has been struggling. Murray calling out the signals in the pistol. Back to pass. Fires near side to Brown, but it is incomplete. Oh, having a horrible night tonight. Brings up 3rd and 10. They'll go empty backfield this time. Murray, man in motion, back to pass, fires, and another incomplete pass. And one of the Chicago players, Jones, offensive center, is going to the sideline. 4th down again, another 3 and out for Chicago. You would think at some point one of these 2 teams is going to take advantage of the offensive struggles that have been happening here tonight. Anger back again to punt. Hardman standing at his own 29. He's going to have to backpedal to get this one. Brings it back to the 15. St. Louis starting at their own 14-yard line. 4:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Already we have had, I'm just curious, I want to look this up. We've had 11 combined punts so far in this game. 5 from St. Louis and 6 from Chicago. I have a feeling someone's going to take advantage here and break this game open. Elliott gets the handoff on 1st down, and he is stopped by Hicks at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Brings up 2nd and 10. Cousins now in the pistol formation. 3 wide receiver set. Cousins back to pass. He's in trouble. He leaves the pocket, gets the first down by sliding down, but I have a feeling that flag on the play, yep, they're going to call it back. Holding on St. Louis, they're going to move it back to the St. Louis 7-yard line. 3:32 to go, third quarter. Had a 13-yard run wiped out by the holding call. Cousins standing at his own 1, back to pass. He's in trouble again. He's going to have to leave the pocket. Finally brought down near the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. St. Louis 14-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. Empty backfield for Cousins in the pistol. Man in motion. Back to pass. Fires to Thielen, but he drops the ball. Drops the ball incomplete. 4th down. And it'll be punting time for Sam Martin. Martin standing at his own goal line. Hits a deep one. Fair catch signaled for by Mickens at the Chicago 35. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Game is tied 7-7. Both teams struggling offensively here tonight. Both teams came into the evening 2-0, tied for first place in the Central Division. Murray, the Rookie of the Year last year, is having his struggles this evening. 2 tight end setup for Chicago. Murray back to pass. He's in trouble. He's going to take off running. He's got the first down. He's past midfield. Slides down to St. Louis 43. A gain of 22 yards. And this might be the X factor tonight, is Kyler Murray running with the ball. That might be the what is needed to spur the Chicago offense here. 2:20 to go here in the third quarter. They'll stay with the same setup. 2 tight ends. Murray back to pass. Fires a screen to Montgomery, but the pass a little too high for Montgomery. It's incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Wow. Just way over his head there. 3 wide receivers set now for Chicago. Montgomery will get the pitch to the right. He takes off right side. He's got some room. 40. Has Hart in front of him and finally brought down by Bradbury at the 35. Gain of 8 yards. Brings up 3rd and 2. Best field position Chicago has had here in the third quarter. So for 3rd and 2, they'll empty the backfield. Murray looking to convert the 3rd down here and keep the possession going. Man in motion. Murray back to pass. Fires. And the ball is picked off. Marshawn Lattimore with his first interception of the year. Murray picked off for the 2nd time tonight. Another drive-killing interception. Oh my goodness, we've got to see that one on replay. So Murray back to pass, and again, Lattimore, just like Mathieu did in the first half, read the route perfectly. And we go on. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. St. Louis gets the ball at their own 42. They go 12 personnel. 2 tight ends, 1 running back. Cousins under center, back to pass. Fires over to Olsen at the 50. And he's close to the first down, but they're going to say no, didn't get it. So it brings up 2nd and inches. And we'll probably see Ezekiel Elliott here just try to dive over, get the first down. He goes straight up the middle. He gets enough for the first down. End of the third quarter. We go into the final quarter. The score is tied 7-7 here on Monday Night Football. Look ahead to week 4. We've got some great ball games for you in the WFL. Washington will travel to Toronto. Both those 2-1 teams tied for two of the three teams tied for first place in the Metropolitan Division will duke it out in the early game. London will travel to New York to play the Generals. Oakland will be visiting Mexico City. Memphis at St. Louis, depending on what the outcome here. If those will be two and one teams, or St. Louis will be still perfect, a la Chicago. They travel to Detroit. That should be a very interesting game between those two teams. Philadelphia travels to Orlando. Orlando starting the season 3-0 with their new quarterback Josh Allen. Birmingham at Houston. San Antonio at Tampa Bay. Both teams struggling out the gate start of the season, as are Denver and Arizona. And don't forget our Monday night football game next week to end week 4. We got the 2-1 Los Angeles Extreme visiting the 0-3 Las Vegas Outlaws. It'll be the first ever game, regular season game at the Las Vegas Outlaws' new stadium, Allegiant Stadium, as we end week 4 here in the World Football League. Back to live action here. We go to the third quarter statistics. Again, slight edge to St. Louis. Chicago struggled that quarter, not able to really move the ball. When they finally did, they turned the ball over. They've turned the ball over twice now. And Kyler Murray continues to struggle. Only 9 completions so far this evening. 27 attempts, 68 yards. So we go down to the field. St. Louis has got the ball. They just converted a first down. The ball's just inside the Chicago half of the field. We have 15 minutes in the fourth quarter here. Let's see what happens. Three wide receivers set for Cousins as we start the fourth period. He lines up in the pistol. Cousins back to pass. Fires. Thielen complete at the 25, 30, and he could go all the way. Thielen with a touchdown. The St. Louis Stars, a 47-yard touchdown pass to Thielen. And just like that, St. Louis takes the lead for the first time tonight. Opening play of the fourth quarter. We'll take a look at that again. Thielen has his man beat, and then it's just off to the races. 47-yard completion. Siebert's point after attempt is good. St. Louis 14, Chicago 7. Take a look back at the drive. Didn't need long. 3 plays, 58 yards. Just took off 62 seconds. And St. Louis is in the lead. Does Chicago have an answer? It's still early. It's a deep kickoff by Siebert. And they're not even going to try to return that one. They're going to bring it out to the 20-yard line. Montgomery in the tailback position of the I formation. He's going to get the handoff here. There's a mixed signal here. Thought it was going to be a handoff to Montgomery, but Murray held on to the ball, but he does manage to gain a yard. Little miscommunication here between quarterback and running back, and that's just been the night it has been for the Chicago Fire. Brings up 2nd and 9. Three wide receivers set now for Chicago. Murray in the pistol. He's back to pass. Fires near side to Brown, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass for Murray. Brings up 3rd and 9. They empty out the backfield this time. Man in motion. Murray back to pass. Fires. Looking for Burton. It's going to be incomplete. Burton was the check down there. And we have an injured St. Louis Star. Jefferson's going to be heading to the sideline there. But another 3 and out for Chicago. This is becoming a pattern here for Chicago. And you can tell all along that sideline they're getting very frustrated. Anger back out to punt again. And this one's going to sail out of bounds at the St. Louis 32-yard line. 13:54 to go in the fourth quarter. St. Louis now leads 14-7. Handoff to Elliott. There's a flag on the play. And the call from Sean Hockley is we have offsetting penalties. There's penalties on both teams, so we are going to replay first down. I formation behind Cousins. Handoff to Elliott. Off tackle right, but he's met by a couple of red shirts there. And Elliott will lose a yard. He has run the ball 19 times for 50 yards. He'll stay in the backfield. They'll add 2 tight ends here on 2nd and 11. Screen pass to Elliott. He's past the 35, gets to the 40 before Trevathan tackles him. It's a gain of 9 yards, brings up 3rd and 2. They'll go empty backfield here. Cousins in the pistol position. Cousins back to pass. Fires complete to Reynolds at the 45. Finally tackled by Mitchell. It's a gain of 7, enough for the first down. Ball will be placed at the St. Louis 47. 12:05 left to go, fourth quarter. St. Louis leads by 7 points here. Elliott comes back into the game. Elliott sweeps right past midfield on his 20th carry of the game. He'll gain 7 yards, putting the Stars at the Chicago 46-yard line. Elliott is now the lone setback. Bell and Olsen are the tight ends. Cousins back to pass. Fires complete to Olsen at the 40. And he's brought down immediately by Williams at the Chicago 39. It's good enough for a first down. St. Louis, 6 plays, 29 yards so far. They've consumed just over 3 minutes. We're down to 10:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. Seeing a lot of Ezekiel Elliott so far. We see him again here, off tackle right, past the 40. Gain of 2 yards. One of the offensive linemen, Daniels, serious ankle injury there. They're having to bring the card out for him. Very serious ankle injury here as they take a quick timeout to treat Daniels. Again, we're seeing a lot of injuries here this evening. St. Louis keeps moving from the 21 to 12 formations. And so far they seem to have come on to something here that seems to be working for them. Cousins back to pass. Fires. And the ball is incomplete. He was looking for Greg Olsen. Olsen's had 2 drops so far today. And we have another offensive lineman heading to the sidelines. Wilson hurt on the play. So we're seeing a war of attrition here. 3rd and 8. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. St. Louis leads 14-7. Empty backfield for Cousins. Cousins, man in motion, back to pass. Fires for Thielen, but it's incomplete. It brings up 4th and 8, and it's too long for a field goal. Kicking has been an adventure tonight. Siebert has missed both field goal attempts, so Chip Kelly, the head coach, has decided to keep the offense out on the field. So, interesting development here. 4th and 8, they lead by 7. 9:41 to go. They're going to keep the offensive out there. and try to go for it here on 4th and 8. So we'll see what happens here on 4th and 8. Cousins lines up in the pistol, back to pass. Pocket collapses. He's going to run for it. Can he get the first down? He does, and he gets a little bit more. Finally brought down by Williams at the 21. What a run by the quarterback, Kirk Cousins. A 16-yard run gives St. Louis the first down. They're now at the Chicago 21. Cousins, 2 carries for 23 yards so far tonight. He stays in the pistol formation. 3 wide receiver set, Elliott the lone setback. Big play, backbreaker for Chicago there. Tries to throw the screen out to Elliott, but the ball is tipped, incomplete. So far this evening, Cousins is 24 of 41, 283 yards. The 2 touchdowns and the 1 interception. 3 wide receiver set. He's going to Cousins will move into the pistol formation. Under 9 minutes to play now. Cousins back to pass, fires for Reynolds, but the pass was broken up by Davis. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. They'll empty out the backfield. Cousins calling out the signals. Man in motion is Thielen to the near side. Cousins back to pass. Fires for Thielen, but the ball is incomplete. So it brings up 4th and 10. Ball sitting at the Chicago 21. We have 8:40 left to go. They're going to try to kick it again. Again, keep in mind, Siebert is 0 for 2 so far tonight. His first one went wide right. His second attempt was blocked earlier tonight. So he's going to attempt a shorter field goal here to try to make it a 10-point lead. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. 38-yard field goal by Siebert makes it 17-7, and St. Louis is clearly in the driver's seat here on Monday Night Football. 8:37 left to go here in the 4th quarter. St. Louis leads by 10, 17-7. It's a deep kickoff. Chicago's going to try to return it. Mickens brings it out. Finally stopped at the 21-yard line. Kyler Murray, rough night tonight. Still has an opportunity and plenty of time to try to come back in this game. Only trails by 10. He's going to set up in the pistol, 3 wide receivers set. Montgomery will be the lone setback behind him. Fire tries to get something going here offensively tonight against the surprising Stars. Murray back to pass. He's in trouble. He's going to have to run. He's got the first down and some more. He's at midfield. Brought down by Dean at the St. Louis 49. A gain of 30 yards. Just like that, they are in St. Louis territory. Murray trying to find the spark that they need right now to get things going. Brings them up to the line quickly. Murray in the pistol. He's going to take it himself. He's going to go to the right side this time. Has some room. Running. He has the first down, but St. Louis wants Sean Hockley to take another look at that. And the replay officials in New York confirm Murray did get the first down. So St. Louis will lose a timeout. They are down to their last timeout. They took one earlier in the 3rd quarter. So they have 1 timeout left. Chicago has all 3. Just under 7.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Chicago seems to have found their offensive spark. The give is to Montgomery. He's going to go right side. Breaks the line of scrimmage, tackled by Bradbury, gain of 2. So on the night so far, Murray, 8 carries, 85 yards. 2nd and 8. Murray in the pistol, back to pass, fires from Montgomery, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion brings up 3rd and 8. You kind of got to wonder, with the time being 6.5 minutes to go, if Chicago might be in 4-down territory here. They'll empty out the backfield. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Man in motion. Murray back to pass. There is a flag down. Complete to Burton, near side. And it's a gain of 2. So he completes a pass, but the penalty is encroachment on defense. They'll accept the penalty. It'll still be 3rd down, but it'll be 3rd and 3. Ball will be at the St. Louis 32. Just under 6.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Murray resets. Murray back to pass, has time, fires, complete to Burton inside the 20, and he's tackled by Smith, a gain of 17 yards. 1st and 10, Chicago at the St. Louis 15. St. Louis appears to be in a little bit of trouble now. Murray in the pistol, calls his own number again. He's going to sweep left this time. He's past the 10, and they thought they had the 1st down, but Nick Saban's going to challenge, and the replay official will confirm Chicago has a 1st down. Ball is at the St. Louis 5. 5:17 to go here in the 4th quarter. We might have an interesting finish here, folks. It's 1st and goal for Chicago at the 5. Murray working from the pistol. Montgomery is the lone setback. He'll sweep right this time. And Murray is met behind the line of scrimmage by Montgomery. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal. Murray getting the play in from the sidelines. Murray is going to call his number. He goes in for the touchdown. He goes over 100 yards for the day, and just like that, Chicago will only be trailing by a field goal. Just a great play there, great blocking by the Chicago offensive line. And now for the point after. Gonzalez's kick is good. We got us a ball game, folks. St. Louis 17, Chicago 14. 4.5 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. 9 plays, 79-yard drive, took 3 minutes 59 seconds. Murray caps it off with an 8-yard run. Murray is using his feet. The passing game is not there, so he is resorting to his feet to get the job done here late in the game. St. Louis will get the ball. It's a short kickoff. McKinnon takes it from his own 5. Brings it, finally stopped at the 35. So let's reset. St. Louis leads 17-14. 4:21 left to go in the game. St. Louis trying to win on the road and go 3-0 in the 2021 season. I formation behind Cousins. Elliott will get the handoff. He's past the 35. Finally stopped by Simon at the 38. It's a 3-yard gain. And St. Louis is not in a hurry as they regroup there in the huddle as they try to bleed some clock here. Remember, Chicago has their full complement of timeouts plus the 2-minute warning to help them. St. Louis goes to the 3-man wide receiver setup. Elliott is the lone setback. No hurry to call this play. Cousins back to pass, completes a screen to Elliott. Elliott at 40, passes midfield, finally knocked out of bounds by Evans at the Chicago 44. And with that pass, Kirk Cousins is now thrown for 300 yards. His official numbers, 25 of 44, 301 yards. It was a big play for St. Louis. They keep the drive going, and they are now into Chicago territory. But Chicago does stop the clock, which does help them. We'll see if we'll get some more heavy dose here of Ezekiel Elliott. I formation. Elliott with the handoff up the middle. He's stopped at the line by Akeem Nicks. No gain. Elliott, 23 carries, 62 yards. He's also caught 4 passes for 39 yards. Again, no hurry to run a play quickly. Elliott gets the handoff. He's going to go off tackle right. A gain of 4. Brought down by Hicks at the Chicago 40. 2.5 minutes to play, and I think St. Louis is going to let this clock run down to the 2-minute warning, and that is what they do. 2-minute warning. St. Louis facing a 3rd and 6 here late in the 4th quarter. Monday Night Football. They lead by 3. Huge play coming up here. The Stars will empty out the backfield. Cousins in the pistol formation. Man in motion. Cousins gets the ball. Back to pass. Completes it to Thielen at the 31. And it's good enough for a first down. First down for St. Louis. Thielen has 108 receiving yards today. 7 catches, 108 yards. Chicago quickly calls a timeout. Stops the clock at 1:51. So the ball will be placed at the Chicago 30. Huge play for St. Louis. That one might have sealed the deal for the Stars. Chicago still has 2 timeouts left. Elliott back in the game now. Lines up behind the fullback Smith. He gets the handoff. He's going to go off tackle left. He's past the 30. Stopped at the 27 by Hubbard. Chicago calls another timeout. They have 1 remaining. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Game started out interesting enough. Both teams scored in the first half, 7-7. Then 3rd quarter, it seemed, kind of a trading field position. And then here in the 4th quarter, things got a little interesting. So we're in for an interesting finish here, either way. So 1:44, we're coming out of the timeout. Chicago has 1 more left. Elliott once again gets the call. Off tackle right. Hit by Simmons. Simmons been a busy man today for the Chicago defense. It's his 10th tackle of the day. Chicago can stop the clock one more time, but they probably want to hold on to that timeout if and when they get the ball back. So no gain. Brings up 3rd and 7. So just 97 seconds left in the game. And I have a feeling we're going to have 1 more running play here. They bring in the big uglies, the road graders. Elliott will get the handoff once again. He's to the 25, goes to the 24. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 4th and 4. And 52 seconds left. St. Louis will bring out the kicking unit. Austin Siebert will attempt a field goal to try to make this a 6-point game. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Siebert connects from 41 yards out, and with 48 seconds left, St. Louis leads at 20-14. Chicago has no more timeouts. What can happen here? So this one is kicked through the end zone for a touchback. No time taken off the clock. So Kyler Murray and the offense come out. They need a touchdown to win. 48 seconds left, no timeouts. Murray all by himself in the backfield, back to pass. He gets pressure. He's going to have to run. He's past the 30, across the 35, finally brought down at the Chicago 39. They're going to have to hurry up. No timeouts left. He's hustling them to the line. Murray calling out the signals. Back to pass. Fires to Tate. It's complete, but it's a short gain. Only 6 yards to the Chicago 45. 19 seconds left. They have to hurry. They need something here. A penalty, defensive pass interference, something that might stop the clock or get out of bounds. Murray back to pass, looking. Oh, Sherman broke that up. First time we've called Richard Sherman's name tonight. 6 seconds left, and it's down to a final play here. They'll bring in 5 wide receivers for this one. Final play. Stars have a lot of players back on defense. Murray's just going to chuck this one up. It's incomplete. Ball game over. That's it. St. Louis escaped Chicago with a 20-14 win. They improved to 3-0. Chicago will drop to 2-1. St. Louis now with possession, sole possession of first place in the Central Division. Let's take a look at the final statistics from the game here. Kirk Cousins is the quarterback who completed 26 passes for 26 of 45 passes for 311 yards, 2 touchdowns. Counterpart Kyler Murray, rough night tonight, 11 of 34, 91 yards. Did a little bit better on the ground, gained 122 yards on 11 attempts, and had the 1 touchdown there late in the game. Ezekiel Elliott, again, 27 attempts, 72 yards for St. Louis. The MVP, the most valuable player of the game tonight for St. Louis, Adam Thielen. Had no catches in the first quarter, but he goes on to get 7 receptions, 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cole for the Chicago Fire, 4 receptions, 22 yards. And those are the final statistics as you see there. And the two teams, as we look forward, St. Louis will be home next week against Memphis. So that will be an exciting game as they play the Express. Chicago will go on the road to face Detroit. That still will be an interesting game, both of those teams 2-1. So that about wraps it up here from Chicago. Again, don't forget to join us next Monday night. The Las Vegas Extreme 2-1 will be visiting the 0-3 Las Vegas Outlaws. It's the brand new opening of Allegiant Stadium out there in the desert in Las Vegas. Glenn Walker, you've been watching a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, home for great games. Good night. Drive home safely.